Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss chapter 9 tangents and secants to a circle exercise 9.1. The first bit is related to completely fill in the blanks type of questions. So let's have a look at the questions. A tangent to a circle touches it in dash points. How many points a tangent will touch a circle? If we have a circle, if a line we are drawing where it touches the circle at only one point, then that is called as tangent. So a tangent to a circle touches it in only one point. Next, second one, a line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called as, when the line is touching the circle at only one point means it is called as tangent. Then if a line is touching the circle at 2 points, then that line is called as secant. Next, third one, number of tangents. Number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle parallel to the given tangent. Next, question number 3. Number of tangents can be drawn to a circle parallel to the given tangent. For example, if we have a circle, already he said given tangent. For example, I am giving one tangent like this. Now, how many tangents can be drawn for this already drawn tangent which are exactly parallel? So for this exactly parallel, we can able to draw only one tangent. The common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle is called. For example, one circle is there and we have one tangent. So this tangent and circle both are touching with each other at some particular point. That point is called as point of contact. Next, we can draw dash tangents to a given circle. For a circle, how many tangents we can able to draw? Here one, here one, here one, here one. Like that, infinite tangents we can able to draw for a circle. Next, a circle can have dash parallel tangents at the most. Two tangents we need to draw and those two tangents are compulsory parallel to each other. So for example, if I did one tangent here, definitely one more should be here only. So only possibility C is two tangents. So a circle can have two tangents, parallel tangents at the most. Next, question number 2 is a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle. So we have a circle at some point P, we have tangent. So this is Q. PQ is a tangent at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeter. This radius is given as 5 centimeter. Meets a line through the center O at a point Q. This center is O and these two are joining with each other. So that OQ is equals to 13 centimeter. This OQ is given as 13 centimeter and is asking the measurement of PQ. So we need to remember one thing, that is where the radius is touching with the tangent, it will make 90 degrees. Where the radius is touching the tangent, always it will be 90 degrees. So if this is 90 degrees means this figure will be right angle triangle now. So opposite to the 90 degrees, hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equals to first side square plus second side square. 13 square 169 is equals to 15 square 25 plus x square. 25 I will take to the left side, so we will get 169 minus 25 is equals to x square. 169 minus 25 is nothing but 144, which is equals to x square. X square is equals to 144, then x is equals to 12 centimeters. So the length of the tangent PQ is 12 centimeters. Next, question number 3 is draw a circle. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given line drawn outside the circle. For example, somewhere outside of the circle we have one line. Now we need to draw two lines which are parallel to this outside line, such that one is a tangent and the other is secant. So exactly parallel to this one line we need to draw which is a tangent, and one more line we need to draw which is a secant. So this is secant and this is tangent. Next question number 4 is calculate the length of tangent from a point 15 centimeter away from the center of a circle. So we have a circle with a center. Length of the tangent from a point 15 centimeter away from the center. So for example, if we have tangent like this, from the center this point is given as 15 centimeters. Calculate the length of the tangent. This tangent length we need to find out. From a point 15 centimeter away from the center of the circle of radius 9 centimeter. This radius is given as 9 centimeters. So we know very well that this is 90 degrees. So opposite to the 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equals to first side square plus the second side square. 15 square 225 is equals to 9 square 81 plus x square. Now I will take this 81 to the left side. So it will become minus 225 minus 81 is equals to x square. 225 minus 81 is nothing but 144. 144 is equals to x square, then x is equals to 12. Remaining all are in centimeters, so x is equals to 12 centimeters. So length of the tangent is 12 centimeters. Okay, next the question number 5. Prove that the tangents to a circle at the end points of a diameter are parallel. So before going into this question, let's have a basic knowledge about parallel lines and transversal. For example, we have two parallel lines. A line which is touching those two lines at two different points is called as transversal. So the angles according to this, it will form total 8 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all these 8 angles have some relation with each other. So if we check that, for example, this is 80. It means this is also 80 only. If this is 80, this is also 80. If this is 80, this is also 80 only. And this is 100. This is 100, this is 100, this is 100. These two are called as vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite. These two are vertically opposite. These two angles sum is 180. These two is 180, 180, 180, 180, 180. And here 100, 100 corresponding angles. 80, 80 corresponding angles. Here 80, 80 corresponding angles. Here 100, 100 corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are equal to each other. Alternate angles are equal to each other. Just remember these 2 points. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. Corresponding angle is nothing but one is outside of the figure, one is inside of the figure. Whereas alternate angles means both will be inside or else both will be outside. For example, like this, both are inside. This, both are outside. Okay, now based on this concept, we are going to solve it here. Tangents to a circle. At the end points of a diameter. In the circle, through the center, diameter will pass. Now, at the end of the diameter, one tangent. At the second end of the diameter, one more tangent. And now we need to prove that these two are parallel to each other. Yes, it is very easy. Already we know. For example, I will make it as some AB. This is CD. This is some M point and this is N point and this is O is the radius. Sorry, center. Okay, now OM, this part will become the radius. OM is perpendicular to the tangent AB, because already we know where the radius and tangent are touching with each other, it will form 90 degrees. So we can write this as angle OMB. Angle OMB is equals to 90 degrees because radius is perpendicular to the tangent. The same way here also, ON is the radius and CD is the tangent, so it will also form 90 degrees here. So ON is perpendicular to CD, so ONC angle ONC is equals to 90 degrees. Now if we observe these two angles clearly, both are inside. Next, one is to the right side of the diameter and one angle is to the left side of the diameter. So these two angles are alternate angles and these two angles are equal to each other. So if alternate angles are equal to each other, then obviously these two lines are parallel to each other. So tangents to a circle at the end points of diameter are parallel.